Hello and welcome to the Piper Street Food Company. My name is Damian and today I'm going to show you a couple of dishes here which I think are my favourite dishes for winter to accompany a beautiful roast. Today we're going to look at some duck fat potatoes. So in here I've got some beautiful Dutch cream potatoes and they've been cooking in salted water for about 5 minutes. Not too long. All I want to do is to make sure that these potatoes are hot all the way through. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take these off the heat, like so. Still crunchy, they're not cooked, and like I said, they're just hot all the way through. We'll just let them sit in the colander for a minute here, just so that we can steam off some of that water and dry them out a little bit, like so. Okay, so while that's going on there, I'm just going to grab my roasting tray here. And I'm going to pop this on the heat. Now this is a really important part of the duck fat potatoes. You've got to make sure that the fat is hot before the potatoes enter the pan so that they don't stick to the bottom of the pan. And that's the key to a beautiful roasted duck fat potato. So some beautiful duck fat here. Now, we're dealing with duck fat, we're dealing with potatoes. This is all about generosity. So don't feel that you have to skip on the fat here. It's really important. We're making duck fat potatoes. Just going to melt that in there like so. You can see here now that the potatoes are starting to dry out a little bit, and that's exactly what we want. Get that fat to melt. These here, like I said, we're going to serve these with a roast. But these are beautiful just as a salad. You could make this with some roasted beetroots and some kale and have that as a standalone dish as well. It doesn't have to be served with meat. Okay, we can see that that's nice and hot. We've got a bit of smoke coming off there. Here we go. Now take your time and be gentle. Don't just drop the whole lot in at once because we don't want any accidents here. We don't want anything to splatter. Go. Just get that last couple in. I'm going to turn that heat down just a little bit. And now I'm going to start to move that tray around. I'll grab myself a tea towel here just so that I can make sure that I'm being nice and careful. The water here was already salted, so we've added a little bit more salt here as we go along as well. Again, we're talking about generosity here. We've got these beautiful potatoes, nice and waxy. And we've got that lovely duck fat going on there as well. You can see here as I move the pan that these are gliding around nicely. There's nothing sticking there, which means you're going to get a nice crispy coating. Okay, so you can see these potatoes are taking a little bit of colour here. We've got a bit of sizzling going on, beautifully coated in. You know what, I'm just going to add just a little bit more salt to that as well, just to make sure that they're beautifully coated. And now these are going to go into the oven, 180 degrees for about 25 minutes. And then I'm going to turn those potatoes for about another 25 minutes or so. Okay, so here are our duck fat potatoes. Look at that sizzle going on in there. So like I said, these have been in the oven at 180 degrees for about 25 minutes. I've turned the potatoes around so that we can see if I can pick one up here without burning myself too much. They've got that beautiful, crispy, golden exterior all the way around. And that's really important. The smell is amazing. We seasoned that water at the start, we seasoned them again. We've got plenty of duck fat. All we need now is a beautiful joint of meat or some roasted beetroots and plenty of gravy to go with it.